good, YouTube? We back with another video, man. Today we got a story time for y'all. We're gonna talk about
how I found out I was pregnant, long story short.
Yeah.
So a couple days ago I shared something on Facebook and a couple of you guys reached out and you wanted me to do a story time on how I found out I was pregnant. And probably the reason behind that is because when I was pregnant, we were not on social media. We made like the pregnancy announcement that I was pregnant, and then we were off social media, and then
we took like a year? We took like a year or some change off all social media just to.
And it was really refreshing to do that. I recommend everybody do that at one point, but besides the point, so we were off social media and then we made the announcement that I was pregnant, and then we went right back off of social media, and then I don't know, a couple months after my daughter was born, we went back on and we've been on ever since. So I'm gonna do this story time on how I found out I was pregnant. I'm not gonna go too deep into detail because some things we keep.
Why we can't go into detail?
I mean, we can go deep into detail, but I'm not gonna give every detail.
I want to talk about some stuff.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
Okay, whatever. So I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you just found out you're pregnant and you're wondering how it goes. I mean, every pregnancy story is different and every pregnancy is different, but you're probably watching it maybe because you're just being nosy and you wanted to know how my pregnancy went. I don't know why you're watching this, but no, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
As you might not, or you might know, or you might not know, he's in the military and he had a deployment coming up. So this is where the story begins.
Alright, so I can talk about it.
Okay.
So basically, my unit, they're saying we're gonna deploy, you know, at this time or whatever. So at the time, I could've got a car and all that good stuff, but I was like, ain't no point. I'm about to be gone, you know, and that, like, I'm fresh in the military too, so it's like, dang, I'm about to be gone. She gonna be here by herself, you know, and out of nowhere there was like, it's kind of like optional. So, and at the time, me and her wasn't at the best of terms.
I don't want to put it like that.
Well, alright, so I'm gonna put it like
First year of marriage
was terrible.
It was not terrible. Shut up. It was not terrible.
Yeah.
The first year of marriage for everybody, military or not, is rough because you're figuring each other out. You're figuring out, we lived with each other before we got married, just a little disclaimer, so we already knew what that was like. Yeah. But really being away, like states and states and states away from your comfort and your family and your friends.
Hard.
Being stuck with each other and trying to meet new people, like, yes, that's what made it hard. And everyone's first year of marriage is difficult. That's a whole different story. We could talk about that in another video, maybe.
So basically, my unit told us like it went from being like all of us going to it's optional.
So mandatory to optional.
So like literally, it was a day they was like asking, hey, you want to go or nah? And like I was like, nah, because I cared to fix my marriage, you know, because I felt like if I would have left, there would have been no. It wouldn't have been no Dre&Rika. I feel like, you know, it was there's a lot going on around there. But we kind of decided like, hey, if you don't deploy, you know, we should try to have a baby because we both.
The special word is we said this was before we found out it was optional. So he was like, if he doesn't deploy, we're gonna have a celebration baby. Is what we said. That was the term, celebration baby. And we're married, so before that we weren't being cautious anyways. I guess I can put it like that. We weren't being cautious anyways.
Well, we was being cautious, but you kind of
not cautious.
She got off birth control
because I had to get out. I wanted. It was a choice, and I needed to at the same time for different reasons. Yeah.
Me being me, I'm not pulling out. You my wife.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so that's that.
Well, yeah. So
it took 6.
No, it took like 8 months.
It took 6 months for me after I got off birth control, and I was on the pill for ever since I was 14, and I got pregnant at 21. Yeah, I got pregnant at 21. No. I got pregnant at 22. I got pregnant at 22. It took 6 months after me getting off the pill for being on it for years to get pregnant. So we had our celebration baby. So how that happened, and
you know what?
yeah, okay, I didn't mean it like that though.
No.
Okay, so I got pregnant in January.
Yeah.
And I did not know I was pregnant. This is where it gets interesting. So, I was late for my period. I was 8 weeks late on my period. And the reason why I didn't think anything of it was because I thought I was anemic, because I've been battling with that like ever since I was like in 8th grade. Like I'm on and off anemic, like I need to be taking iron pills like a lot. So I thought my period was late because my iron was low, and that can happen to me. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make a doctor's appointment. Maybe my iron is low. So before I found out I was pregnant, a lot of things happened. One of them, so my dad, he passed away when I was 13. I had a dream. This is where it gets interesting, so just listen up. Listen up. So I had a dream of my dad, and he was holding a baby girl in my dream. And when I woke up from that dream, it was like peace like rushed over my whole entire body, and I was like, what the heck? So me not knowing I was pregnant, I was like, maybe like God is telling me I have a sister that I need to reconnect with or something. Like I didn't know why I was having a dream of my dad holding and bonding with a baby girl. Like I just didn't understand it. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like I didn't put too much thought into it. And a couple weeks later, my mom's best friend had been nagging me for like a week and a half. She was like, my mom and I have been having these dreams, and we have this gut feeling that you're pregnant and you need to take a pregnancy test. And I'm like, there's no way. Like, I mean, I'm late on my period, but like, I don't know. I'm just really tired. Pregnancy. And I'm like so tired. I'm like drained. Pregnancy, which is also symptoms of iron deficiency anemia. So I was like, it's probably just my iron being low, like whatever. And so she finally convinced me to take the test. And this was in February, so the ending of February. So one morning, that night prior, she was like, take a test tomorrow. Like, I'm having all these dreams, like, you need to test. Like, you have to test. I know you're pregnant. I have this gut feeling. You just need to do it. So I was like, okay. So the following morning, Dre went to go play basketball. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna freaking test. I gotta pee. So, freaking take the test. And I'm gonna upload, we're gonna like put a picture on the screen. So I can like...
Yeah, we can put a picture on it.
I'm gonna put a picture on the screen like right here. So you can see how positive my test was. Like it was taking dye from the control line. Like I was pregnant. So I called my mom. So normally, like a daughter would call her mother and be like, Mom, I'm pregnant. But no, I called my mom's best friend and I told her. And I was like crying. I think at one point I like blacked out because I know like I dropped to my knees, and I don't remember dropping to my knees, but I was aware that I did. So I don't know like if I like partially blacked out from like shock, like I don't know. But I fell to my knees and I called my mom's best friend. She started crying and I was like hyperventilating, crying. And if you know me, I don't I don't cry unless I'm like really overwhelmed or like I don't have emotions. I have emotions. What would you say?
You just...
I don't like...
I don't know. She just don't cry like that. Like, she's not one of the little...
Yes.
She's not a crybaby, basically.
So, not a crybaby. I just don't be crying
you
like
just
that.
don't be crying like that.
Yeah.
So
I fell to my knees. I called her, and then she three-rayed my mom. And I was like... I don't know if other women like rehearse in their head what they're gonna say to their mom when they find out they're pregnant. But she put me on the spot. She three-rayed my mom right there, and I was like, Mom, I'm pregnant. And she was like, what? I was like, I'm pregnant. She's like, you're kidding. Don't play with me, because my mom wanted us to have a baby from like the beginning. She was always talking about me and Dre having a baby from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Do you remember? She was
Yeah.
like, when am I gonna be a grandma? Like, it's
Yeah.
like she kind of knew, like in her soul, like that we were gonna have a baby. But, so that happened, and before, so this is.
So I'm gonna just butt in. So
Yeah.
she found out she was pregnant, right?
Tell the rest when it comes to you.
So, like she said, I was hooping. I was on post playing basketball, and one of we won. My game ended or whatever, so I went to go check my phone. I checked my phone. She blowing me up. She blew up my phone. Was like, you need to come home now. It's an emergency. So I'm like, I don't know what the heck happened. So I'm calling her like, yo, what's going on? What's going on? I get in the car, I'm sliding home, and I just remember her saying like, "You're gonna be a dad."
That was my word saying, you're gonna be a dad.
As soon as she said that, like, I don't know. I just like, I got tunnel vision.
He
like,
got silent. Like, he didn't say anything, so I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna leave me.
Nah, so like, I don't know. I had to process what you said, and then like, I don't know. I was at a red light, and I'm looking at the street. The whole street just like zoomed in on me. And I was just stuck. Like, damn. And I'm sitting there driving home. I ain't play no music. Like, I ain't say nothing. I was just sitting there, just like driving home with a blank, like just stuck.
Yeah.
And when I got home, I still was stuck. I hugged her and stuff, but I looked at the pregnancy test. She took 3 pregnancy tests.
So
she took like 3 of them things.
Yes, he walked up to the door and I had the test right there, and he just stood there and he was holding it and he hugged me. But he also forgot to say, before I told him officially, I told his brother. So, I literally could not keep it in. I was like, oh my God, I have to tell everybody. So don't do that. She told
my brother, right?
His brother knew before, and so because he wasn't answering his phone.
In the midst of like, you know, me being happy and like us having our moment and stuff like that, and I was like, she told me that she told my brother first, so I had to call him, right? Cause I was trying to tell him not to tell my mom.
He was about to tell the whole family before Dre even knew.
So I called him, I FaceTime him. This man is at the front door of my mom's crib, and somehow, somewhere on that same day, my grandparents and everybody was at my mom's crib.
It was just meant to be. It was just meant to be.
He was like, so then he was like, hey man, if you don't tell him, I'm about to right now. I was like, bro, come on, bro. So he put me on the spot with that, but told my family, everybody was happy, you know, everybody was happy for us. My dad knew it was gonna happen. He knew it was gonna happen. He was just waiting.
Yeah, everyone was so happy for us, and
yeah, it was a crazy moment. Yes. Well, it wasn't crazy. It was just like, you know, I don't know. It was a lot to take in at the time.
Yeah, and my pregnancy, just to like fast forward, because I don't want to like make this a super long video. Yeah. But we're at
13.
Yeah. Right. So not to make it like a super long video, my pregnancy was actually very beautiful. Like if I knew that all of my pregnancies would be like that, like I would not mind having, like, not a lot of children, but like 2, 3, definitely not 4, like 3 tops. But like, you know, each pregnancy is different, and why I say it was beautiful is because I didn't have morning sickness. The only thing that made me throw up was smelling. I worked on post. I worked at a shop around the military, so after they got finished with PT, smelling them would make me want to throw up, and just the thought of fish would make me want to throw up. But I didn't wake up in the mornings feeling nauseous, so I didn't really experience morning sickness.
And I'm shocked she didn't have like no crazy cravings.
I just ate a lot of sweets, which I do now, so like nothing was off. I ate a lot of sweets, and another thing that's really crazy is I didn't start like really showing until I was almost 30 weeks. Like I just had a little bulge. And me, you see how skinny I am. Like I was skinny just like this before I was pregnant, and just the fact that I was not showing until like the last like 9 weeks of my pregnancy really showing, and I wasn't even big. Like my belly was like.
But she looked good pregnant.
We're gonna post a little picture of me being pregnant. My stomach was not big at all, and I did not gain, like I didn't look like big, and every pregnancy is different. I'm not coming for you if you gain weight and your body changed. That's amazing that you even got to carry a child, because you know. And just everybody,
I feel like everybody's bodies react differently
to it. Yeah. So I'm just coming from like my side.
But all in all, I think she had like a smooth, easy pregnancy.
Yeah, my pregnancy was really, really, really beautiful.
But if y'all want us to talk about, you know,
labor and delivery, that is
crazy.
Like.
So if y'all want us to talk about that, you know, you want another story time on that?
I can go into detail on that one because I know a lot of first-time mothers. Me personally, when I was pregnant, I love watching those videos because I knew that like every experience is different, but just hearing other women's stories kind of like made me feel better, because I was really, really, really not anxious, but like I wanted to know what it was like to give labor, and it is nothing like any of the stories I've watched. The pain, I'll just explain that, and if you want to see it,
if y'all want to see it, just
give this
comment
video
down
a thumbs
below.
up.
Yeah,
give this video a thumbs up if you want to see it.
And yeah, we'll make that for y'all if y'all want it. So,
if you want to see it.
Other than that, we made the Instagram.
Oh yes. So
I'm gonna put it like somewhere. If y'all make sure y'all follow that.
Yes.
If y'all got any questions y'all want to ask us, anything,
DM us.
DMs, hit the DMs.
comment on her pictures.
For the dudes that think y'all gonna take her, y'all can try, but y'all really not. She not
We
going
be
nowhere.
seeing the comments, man.
I'm just gonna laugh at you. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm just gonna laugh at you. You can't pull up. Sorry. But
yes. I hope this was interesting enough for you. I just feel like my pregnancy, I didn't want to go too much into detail because a lot of it is like special for my husband and I.
Yeah.
And our family. So yeah, but labor and delivery, I will go all in. Like, I don't care because my story was literally crazy, like
that jump was crazy,
insane, in a good way. Like, nothing bad happened, praise God, but just like, you know, the activities and the emotions.
It get real.
It gets real in there. It gets very real. It gets real, but yes.
But alright, man, we ain't trying to make this too long.
Yes,
but
yes.
make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow that Instagram like I said.
Yes.
We appreciate everything, support, you know what I'm saying? Y'all really rocking with us. I can't thank y'all enough, you know what I'm saying? Y'all supporting us through this journey. Hopefully we continue to grow. Hopefully y'all keep following us.
Yes.
But we'll catch y'all with another video.